to like have good posture for this video to try and show off my weight loss. Probably not the best shirt either, but whatever. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Emma. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, and it's basically the reason that I made my YouTube channel in the first place. And that's to talk about my weight loss, my weight gains, my ups and downs, and where I'm at right now in my journey. So to preface everything, I've currently lost about 55 pounds and counting just in about 5 months. So this is going to be a story of where I came from, how I got to my biggest weight, and what I've been doing recently to help combat that and to lose weight. It's gonna sound cliche, but I've literally always been overweight. Even when I was skinnier, I was still not fit. I never was skinny or a normal weight. I remember my friends when I were little, if I went to their houses, I would have to wear their parents' bathing suits or like a shirt and a pair of shorts from like their older brother who was like 5 years older than us, because I couldn't fit into any of my best friends' swimsuits or clothing or anything because I was always so much bigger. This is one of my first bullying stories. Is one of my friends when I was little was like, "Oh my gosh, Emma, you're gonna have to wear my mom's bathing suit because, you know." And I was like, "Excuse me?" Like, I know that I'm bigger than you, but you don't have to be rude about it. This same friend also told me I was going to get my period first because I was bigger than everyone. I wasn't always inactive or anything. I just ate too much food, and that's why. Like, I was involved in soccer for like the first few years of my life, and then I switched to doing just a bunch of random different things. I did swim team, I did basketball, I was in like a PE course for homeschoolers. I did a ton of things. And yes, I was homeschooled, so I was able to play outside with my friends all the time. It was amazing until my best friends that lived down the street from me, who are also homeschooled, moved away, and me and my sister were left alone without them. Adding on to that sadness that we had just lost our best friends, you know, our parents, me and my sister, all of our best friends had just moved away across the country. My grandpa moved in with us for 6 months, and me and my sister did not like him. Literally one time we locked ourselves in the bathroom for like 3 hours waiting for our parents to get home because he made us so mad that we were just crying and wanted to get away from him. And after that, my parents kind of realized, oh, they don't really like him, so as soon as he gets a job and is on his feet, he's got to go. But it took him about 6 months to do so. So in that whole 6 months, I remember I went from like 80 pounds, you know, more of an average sized, you know, 8-year-old, to 120 pounds. By the time he was gone, I had gained about 40 or 50 pounds because all we did to get away from him was go eat. We also went shopping some, but there's only so much that you can do and you can buy when you're going shopping every single day. By the time he moved out, I had really high cholesterol. I was getting to be really big, and so my mom took me to the doctor and got me checked for hypothyroidism because she has hypothyroidism, and she was like, maybe the reason why some of these things are happening is because of that. And so I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism as like an 8-year-old, which is kind of fun because most people don't know till they're, you know, grown adults. But that meant I knew why I was gaining weight. And I hated going to the doctor because my pediatric endocrinologists would always tell me that I was fat, that I needed to lose weight, and that it was really all my fault because I was a lazy bum and sitting on my butt all day. But that was the furthest thing from the truth. Literally like 5th and 6th grade, I would go outside for like 3 hours a day. I would go on walks, I would ride my bike, I would ride my scooter, I would be outside all day, and I was also trying to do sports, like I did YMCA basketball and things like that. So I really was trying to be active, but the food was the main thing that was holding me back, which I think is most people's biggest problem when they're losing weight. Because, you know, diet is 80% of losing weight, working out is only 20%. Like my mom always likes to say, diet is going to give you your size, exercise is going to give you your shape. You might not believe, but my diet was so bad, it gave me really horrible acid reflux, and every single Monday for like 6 months of my life, I threw up and I had to miss my homeschool stuff. And it was just a big deal. It was super annoying because Mondays were my choir days, so I always tried to get through them. It would either be like really early on Monday or really late on Monday, and then I would have to miss classes on Tuesday. It was a big thing and it was super annoying, and we didn't really realize why, but looking back now, it's because we ate out all the time and we just had a really shitty diet. Fast forward to 6th grade, I started going on a diet because I thought I was getting really fat. I was about 160 pounds and I'm only 5'3". So as a 6th grader, that means that I was kind of big. And for the first time in my life, I actually started to lose weight. It was crazy. People were noticing. They were like, wow, you look so happy and healthy. And I was like, yeah, I am. I'm really getting to a place where I feel like I actually feel okay with my body. My stomach was like almost flat, and I think it got down to about 140 or 145-ish pounds. So I lost about 15 to 20 pounds in a couple of months, which was really good for me, but it didn't stick because for some reason at Christmas I just ate everything and I just ruined myself and I could not get back onto my diet. So 8th grade rolls around and I decide I want to go to public school for the first time in my life. And my parents are like, I guess. And so they let me go because I had a lot of friends already at the public school that I met through my church and whatnot. And so I went to public school for the first time and I joined sports. So I was working out every day for an hour at least, not to mention on top of, the athletics class period, I would stay after school, till 6 p.m. for basketball practice, for soccer practice. I was also in track, but it gave me an injury. But anyways, I did a ton of sports and I was still gaining weight. By the end of my 8th grade year, I was about 180 pounds, maybe 175. That wasn't the best feeling going into high school, having to meet a whole bunch of new people, being, still the overweight girl. Even though I just worked out every single day for the past year, I was still overweight. And I know that it's because I came home and I would eat a bunch of snacks and then I would eat dinner and I wouldn't eat very well at school either. But, for the first time in my life, I was really working out. I wasn't just, walking outside or riding my bike every now and then. It was like designed workouts for us to, be in shape and be healthy, and it really didn't help me at all. So probably by the end of my freshman year, I was about 195 pounds, and I wasn't very happy about that because who wants to be 200 pounds? But I realized my sophomore year that soda, caffeine, and just sugar in general was pretty bad for me, and so I just kind of stopped drinking soda because I realized I was in this bad cycle that I get into every now and then with caffeine and soda where, I'm addicted, so I get a headache because I'm addicted and I need to drink, caffeine or sugar, and then I have a headache after I drink it because all of the sugar and the caffeine hits me in a bad way. So I was literally just in a bad place, and I got out of it and I wasn't drinking soda at all. I also started a job and there wasn't much time for me to eat between school and my job, so I would literally just run in my car, drive to, I was working at Chili's at the time. Hi, welcome to Chili's. But I would get in my car, I would drive to work, and I wouldn't have time for any snacks or anything. So I basically wasn't eating very much, and by the time I got off at like 10:30, I wasn't really that hungry because eating late just has never been a good thing for me, and it's never worked out very well. So I basically would just maybe eat a small snack and then go to bed. So I was just significantly cutting my calories, but not on purpose. And I lost some weight. I got back down to about 178, I believe. And I had gone from being an extra large to being a large. And it was really cool. But once again, it didn't last. I got a new job for the summer and it was a receptionist job. So that means you're kind of bored a lot of the time, so I would resort to eating. And slowly but surely, by the time I got to my senior year of high school, I was literally like 215 pounds by the end of it. I went to college about 215 pounds, like I said. I, for some reason, didn't really gain that much over the summer. I think it's because I was working 2 jobs, so I was burning a lot of calories. I was working like 80 hours a week. But I went to college and I was a vegetarian because I had been for a couple months. And you know, when you go to college, a lot of cafeterias aren't very helpful towards vegetarians and vegans. So I just naturally was eating less because there were less options for me. And I was trying to eat salad every day too, which I think helped a little bit. But I had lost about 5 pounds within the first 2 months or so of going to college. But then I just decided, for some reason, I miss meat, I miss fried things, and I really want to eat that again. So I'm going to stop being a vegetarian and I'm going to eat meat again. Worst decision of my life, literally ever. I gained like 20 pounds in 2 months. I mean, granted, I was off of my medicine for my thyroid and I wasn't, you know, feeling the best at all. But for real, like 20 pounds in that long. By the end of November, when I finally went to the doctor to get back on my thyroid medicine, I was 235 pounds. And I'll insert pictures. I never took like a before picture for my weight loss, and I haven't really taken an after picture that much either, but you can really tell in my face, in my stomach, with my clothes. Anyways, I went to the doctor. I was 235 pounds, and I saw the scale, and I was like, oh my god, I'm 235 pounds? That is ridiculous. Like, literally, I never thought that I would get here. I never thought that I would even get over 200 pounds, let alone 235. Like, god, that's almost 250 pounds. Like, I'm 5'3". That's not cute. And I was just getting in a really bad place because I was new to college. Nobody really liked me. I was getting fatter and fatter by the day, and it was just really difficult. And by the way, the reason people didn't like me was because I was the soloist at Allstate for choir my senior year of high school, and everyone just thought I was stuck up and a bitch because I was a soloist, but I really wasn't. They just didn't give me the chance to show them that I wasn't. Anyways, I got back on my medicine for my thyroid, and instantly I just started losing a little bit of weight. By December, when I went back for my checkup, I had lost about 5 pounds, and they even reweighed me because they were like, oh, and there's a discrepancy in your weight. Like, no, there's not. Like, I thought I had gained weight. I literally texted my friends, oh my god, they had to reweigh me because I'm such a fatty. And I had probably gained weight. Because when they weighed me the first time, I didn't look at the scale because I thought it was going to be worse. But then I ended up being about 230 pounds instead. And then by the end of December, I had gone on a cruise, but I had gotten sick. So I had really lost my appetite. And I realized that food really makes me sick if I eat it in abundance, if I eat a bunch of grease, if I eat it too late in the day. Like, it can make me throw up. I threw up twice in December, like 2 different occasions, because I had eaten too much. And it was just really unfortunate, and I realized I need to just eat healthier for my health and for my wellness. Like, I don't even really care if I lose weight. I just need to stop feeling nauseous every day and like I'm gonna throw up. So I decided I'm going to try the keto diet. And that was really brief. I did it for like 3 weeks. And I didn't stop because I disliked it or anything. I just decided to go vegetarian again. And keto and vegetarian like don't really mix. Since I was vegetarian again, I was in the same predicament as I was the first semester when I initially started losing weight. I was just kind of naturally losing weight. By about the middle of February, I was basically back to what I was before I went to college. It was like 215, maybe 220-ish. And I realized, hey, I'm actually starting to lose weight because, you know, I'm actually losing weight because I'm being forced to eat more vegetables. And even though I already knew, you know, in the back of my mind, the ways to lose weight, you know, eat less, exercise more, I really saw it in action in my life because I was eating way less and I was just naturally losing weight. And I could see it in my face. I could feel I could feel it because I felt a little bit better every single day. And I just decided to calorie count. And at that point in my life, I had calorie counted so many times before, but I figured, why the heck not? I might as well again. So I was really just kind of eating what I wanted, and I was tracking it. And I started realizing, hey, soda is a lot of unnecessary calories. Why am I doing that? So I stopped drinking soda again. Or, hey, the macaroni and cheese is like a lot more calories than this other thing that I want to eat. So maybe I'll just skip on the macaroni a few times a week. And I just slowly but surely got down to a point where I was eating about 1,200 calories a day. And I've been eating that way since. There was a brief spell, which I feel like a lot of people don't talk about with calorie counting, where I literally was eating like 700 to 800 calories a day. I was not being healthy with my weight loss at all. I just wanted to see results. And I think it was because I didn't have a scale at my school. I couldn't weigh myself. I didn't know what progress I was making. So the only way for me to really make sure that I was making progress was to restrict my food intake to a point that was really extreme. And I texted my friends because I didn't want to talk to my family about my weight loss for one reason or another, because you really have to talk to them a lot. But I texted my friends and was like, hey, I really feel like I have an eating disorder. Like, this is what's happening. I'm only eating like 800 calories a day. If I eat stuff, besides just fruits and veggies, I feel horrible about myself. Do you think I have an eating disorder? But my best friend basically said, I think you're developing an eating disorder and you should probably stop, because right now you're in a headspace where you know that you should be eating more and that you shouldn't be starving yourself so much. So I think it would be the best time for you to stop that. My dad's home. Anywho, since then, I have lost about 55, 60-ish pounds. I mean, who's counting? Obviously me. But I went from being 235 to now I'm 177 last time I checked. And it's really great to know that what I'm doing is really working. I plan to make more videos in the future in depth about how I've lost my weight and my tips and tricks for anybody else who's trying to lose weight. But I just wanted to give y'all my story and how I got to where I was and where I am now, so that I could refer to this video in my future videos. But I have a lot of cool, fun content coming, like what I eat in a day, how I stay in my calories, good substitutes for less calories, things like that. And I also want to do, trying to eat like so-and-so for a day, trying new workouts, things like that, and really update y'all on my weight loss. I still have a ways to go. I want to lose about 35-ish more pounds, would be about 140. If I could be less than that, that would be even better, but I don't want to push my body to somewhere where I don't know what's going to happen, because I've never been that skinny since I've been 5'3". So it's just a little bit weird, but subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about my journey and you want to see more content from me in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.